Hello, Dr. Janice. I'm Christine from Avin International School. I will be doing an interview with you about my personal project, asking based on your personal experience. Hello.
Hello,
What is your full name?
my full name is Janice Chan Mei Shen.
What is your age and position in school?
I'm 33 and I'm the principal of the NCUK program.
So, by starting with the first questions, do you think that you are an eco-friendly person and why?
Yes, I do believe I'm an eco-friendly person. I don't use more than I need and I recycle whatever I can.
What made you start doing all this to be an eco-friendly person, and what is your goal by doing all this?
Um, well, I don't like having rubbish around. I don't like wastage, so it's kind of started with not liking wastage to trying to save the world in however little I could. So it started off with me being conscious about recycling.
Do you have any personal experience that actually like make you really change your mindset to become an eco-friendly person, or you just wake up in one day and you just feel like, "Oh, I must change" or something?
I think prior to this, living in Malaysia, there was not much of a recycling drive per se. Um, it's just about reducing my own carbon footprint, so I don't use more than I require. But when I lived in the UK, there was an initiative set up so that they collect recyclables from our houses, and it was compulsory to recycle. So I think that really started it off. So we had to put the recycles in a recycle bin and throw them out every week.
So you already build up a habit to do things like this.
Mhm.
So do you think the conservation actions like recycling that you are doing now will bring an impact to your society, and how?
Um, my own personal actions will probably not have a very big impact, but I think we should all do what we can, and every little helps. So if everyone starts to be a little bit like me, I'm sure eventually the whole world will have a lot less wastage.
Other than what you are doing now, like recycling, do you see or do you do other actions that you think is important in order to make our world better?
Personally, no, but I think hopefully being involved with Eco School in school will help raise awareness with the students, and that hopefully will influence a lot more people to be more eco-friendly.
Next, already in the last two questions.
Oh, I also don't wear fur.
Oh, you don't wear fur. So saving animals.
Not like we can wear fur in this weather, but yeah.
Okay. So you think that saving animals is also very important?
Of course.
It's also eco questions. Okay. Next, in your opinion, what is the greatest negative impacts caused due to human activity?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think that we do that actually bring a big impact to the world? Example, like global warming, deforestation, greenhouse effect, and everything.
I think whatever we do has an impact to all of that.
The
It's
main
already
one.
it's already been proven that we have the greenhouse effect. We can see. I personally find that there has been a climate change.
Climate change.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I don't feel like we can walk down a street, especially in Malaysia, without seeing rubbish on the floor.
Okay, last but not the least, as my project is mainly about recycling, fashion, and design, do you think that an eco-friendly design will survive in the fashion industry in the future, and how? There's a lot of clothes that are made out of cans, plastics, and papers nowadays. Like they're selling it in H&M. Do you think like business like this will actually expand it bigger and replace the business now?
I think there's a potential for it because raw materials probably raw materials are getting scarcer, and at the end of the day, recyclable materials are
Avin. I'm Christine from Fairview International School. I will be having an interview with you about my PP project, which is increasing awareness on world sustainability through fashion design and recycle. So, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Avin from Fairview International School.
Do you have any prior knowledge on recycle and eco school and everything?
I have been part of it since I've been in Fairview itself. I've been doing it for about 3 years.
Do you think that you are an eco-friendly person, and why?
I believe so, as I actively try to reduce the waste that I produce.
When did you start becoming such a person, like eco-friendly person, and what is your goal by doing all this?
Well, the ultimate goal is to actually reduce wastage that is being done by any human being. And as an individual, I play a minor role. When I would say I don't really know when exactly, but it's something that a passion that is built up over time, over the past few years.
Do you think this is your responsibility towards like protecting the world, keeping it like better, or you just think that it's a role that you need to complete in school to do
It's
it?
a responsibility of every individual in the world. So therefore, everyone should take responsibility.
Do you think the conservation action that you are doing now will bring an impact to the society, and how?
Every small step is a step towards a better and greener world. The idea is everyone's going to take the same step. Mine, I do one or two here and there, and hopefully this will create a ripple effect. Through the school, the ripple effect is my goal is to affect 1 to 5 students or 1 to 5 individuals, and that will hopefully bring up to another 5 students. And therefore, that you creating awareness is the most difficult, yet the most important part.
I believe that you have gone through a lot of challenges and difficulties, especially in doing all this eco school, because not everyone is very into this event. Do you actually feel very frustrated when this happened?
It is frustrating, undeniably, but one thing I have learned is that there's no way you can force something on someone. You just need to market it the right method.
So do you take a long time to overcome this problem, or will you find different solutions to solve all these like problems that you cannot be done in school? Because school is a place that you can influence others very easily, but this eco school things we have been doing it for a very long time, but the impact is not very big yet. So how do you feel about it?
About that, how much impact I have made is something that I would not be able to calculate. But the point is, if I am able to share 1 or 2 students to take up the responsibility, some of them might be doing it at home, we don't know. It's not a comprehensive program or anything of sorts. So as long as the awareness is there, and through the awareness we are hitting even 1% or 5% of the population, that's already an impact that I can make. Now, whether I have been involved continuously for the last few years, I would say no. After a certain time that I have been doing something else, so therefore eco school and school is not. But as an individual, I still continue doing what I want to do to help the nature as much as I can.
Other than what you are doing now, what other conservation actions do you think it's also important to do in order to make our world into a better place? Because there are a lot of different activities in order to change the world. Like most of us are doing like recycle, but it's not consistent. What do you think like other activities we could like do it more consistently and everyday basis?
The problem with pollution, problem with recycling is you recycle because you buy. You recycle because you use. So when you stop using when it's not necessary, that's step 1. For example, going to the mall, do not take the plastic bag, bring your own recycling bag. 2, try your best not to buy mineral water. Just get a bottle and refill it whenever you can. So all those things is already steps into daily basis that everyone can do. And when the consumer do not want it, producers won't produce it anymore. So that's the only thing that basically on a daily basis you can do. But on the longer term basis, you can always get involved in any kind of drive that's going on around, join them, and then be part of it.
Do you think if we continue having all these like activities destroying our own environment, our world will slowly get existing? Like we don't have this, will be extinct, and then we will stop our world, and then no more generation will continue and everything.
I believe so, but it will take a long time to reach there, obviously. But it's already starting.
Next, in your own opinion, what do you think is the greatest negative impacts like pollution, global warming, greenhouse effects caused due to human activities and actions?
All of them. It's all of them are linked together.
Do you have one very main one that you see is a major problem that everyone is facing?
Well, global warming is one of it. All the weather patterns is horribly different. You don't know when it rains, you don't know when it shines, you don't know when the sun won't come, you don't know when the rain won't come. So it's the whole weather pattern has been changing again and again every decade. So now you have water level rising again, part of common global warming as well. Generally everything is going to affect everyone, but they don't know how it is being affected. Pollution is going to affect human being again, just they don't know. So it's a cycle.
So you think it's about the education that we have? So lastly, as my project is mainly on recycle fashion and design, do you think an eco-friendly design will survive on the future fashion industry?
Eco-friendly design.
Yes, or the clothes we wear were made by the eco-friendly materials.
Why not? I mean, everyone is being more aware, and actually, my opinion is something that is earth-friendly is more trendy than something that is something people say that is fashionable. So the idea of you, as long as you can promote earth-friendly product at a common rate, it will pick up, because I can do the same thing I do, but at the same time I'm not harming the environment. So it's a win-win situation.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.